what are the top 3 considerations when choosing a site or applying for tenure for a seaweed farm? The person asking the question is actually from the Pacific Northwest area in Canada, which would obviously have some differences, but kind of generally be able to speak to that.
Well, location, I'll say right off the bat, is you have to think about where your site is going to be. And I mean that they say in business, location, location, location. But for example, if you're talking about a seaweed farm offshore, how far offshore is it going to be? Are you going to be able to access it? California has, well, the Pacific Northwest, just like all the way up to Canada, we have some challenging ocean conditions. So are you going to be able to get out to your farm? I think light and nutrients would be something else I would think about, but I'll invite my fellow panelists to chip in.
I was going to go ahead.
Okay.
Javier, you go.
All right, thank you. I agree with Karen. Location, location, location. If you're looking for growing out in the ocean, not on land, site selection, what it's called, is the #1 thing that you need to do. Depending on the species that you have selected, you will need a certain characteristics of the site in terms of environmental variables, mainly. So choosing the right site, it's very related to what species are you going to be growing. That's from the biological point of view. But of course, from the economical point of view, several other considerations come to the table. As Karen was saying, the distance from port, it's a very important one. And one of the things that you will find when trying to search for a site is that the ocean is a precious thing that everybody wants a piece of it. So you will have to not fight, but you'll have to deal with many other stakeholders that are interested or have interest in the ocean space. Nowadays, I mean, normally the closer you are to the shore, the cheapest would be operationally for you. But that same happens with every other ocean industry. So you're going to be competing all the time. Social licensing. People that don't want to have things in their backyard. How to convince others that what you're doing is a good thing and won't mess up what others have and stuff like that. So yeah, in general terms, my view is that the biological considerations need to go first, because you cannot grow any seaweed in a place that does not have the characteristics that the seaweed needs. And then the social and regulatory constraints add to the table together with the economical ones. So that's my view.
I'd like to add to that. I was going to add another word: opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. I started this farm with my wife and partner in 2012. And so for the last 8 years, it's been really difficult to get seaweed farming in the state of California. So if you look over to Karen, she's partnering with Humboldt State. If you look down to Leslie and Tori, they're partnering with the Port of San Diego. If you look over to Javier and Ocean Rainforest, they're partnering with Santa Barbara Mariculture. And we here at Monterey Bay Seaweeds are partnering with Moss Landing Marine Labs. None of us are launching brand new farms out in uncharted waters, in aquaculture opportunity areas, or anything else which we'd love to see in the next months to years. It's so much easier to get, until recently, a kelp harvesting permit for any plot anywhere in the state of California than it is to place a farm. So if you're thinking now and what can I do in the next few years, you obviously need to think about location, but you need to take advantage of opportunities when they arise. And so looking at the Port of San Diego, looking at opportunities in the Los Angeles region, the potential for the Ventura Shellfish Gardens, if we get those going, those would be opportunities, I think, for young entrepreneurs or old entrepreneurs to get involved. Charging through and trying to get a brand new farm in the perfect place to grow kelp in California is going to be a more difficult challenge.